Namaskar to everybody. Let me wish you a happy Navarathri, happy Dushera. Today is 3rd October 2024 and happens to be the first day of the Navarathri. It is a time to celebrate the triumph of good over evil, where Devi Ma kills the demon Mahishasura. And the entire Navaratri, 9 days, is dedicated to Ma Durga in various forms. In South, it is dedicated to the goddess Ma. In some parts of India, though, Dushera is associated with the victory of Rama over the demon king Ravana of Lanka, who abducted, kidnapped his dear wife, Sita Mata. So he had to get her back, get into a battle mode. Of course, Hanumanji helped him a lot in bringing a closure to the war. A lot has been discussed about the role of planets in Ramayana, in our mythology. Lord Rama's chart has been mentioned very often by astrologers. If you have studied astrology, as I have done, we come across discussions, a debate on the birth chart, the horoscope of Lord Rama, where almost all the planets are exalted. Yet, he went through a destiny which, which is beyond our comprehension. Why? Why did the Lord go through such pain of various kinds? It is said in the Ramayana that his stepmother Kaikeyi, she was an excellent astrologer. She knew beforehand what's going to happen. And she saw in Rama's horoscope that he has to undergo this trial for 14 long years. Therefore, she took that opportunity at the opportune time to ask her husband, King Dasharatha, to send away Rama to the forest, Vanavasa, for 14 long years. And then when he returned back, he had undergone a lot of, matters of destiny. And then when he returned back, he was crowned the king of Ayodhya. That is what Ramayana says, narrates. Now, in this episode, the first one for 9 days now, I would love to share with you all the small tidbits about the Navagrahas, starting with the sun god. Of course, he is the star among all the planets around the solar system. Sun is known as the king of the planets. So, why Lord Rama? Lord Rama had suffered so much, and they say the Navagrahas, the 9 planets, had their roles in the destiny of Lord Rama. Mythology has made a mention of a place called a temple, an open temple called Navabhashanam in Devi Patnam in Rameshwaram. If many of us must have visited Rameshwaram. And there, some 30 kilometers away, there is a place called Navabhashanam, where almost everyone who visits Rameshwaram never misses this place also. It is right in the beach, and the Navagrahas are open to sky, and they are covered knee deep water, in sea water. So there everybody prays, going around in the deep water, knee deep water, and offer their prayers to all the Navagrahas, just like Lord Rama did. Lord Rama prayed there and asked for relief. So, therefore, Devi Patnam, why is this called Devi Patnam? Yes, there is a temple dedicated to Devi also. There, it is believed that the Devi is in this place. This is the place where Devi Ma, killed Mahishasura at that spot. Therefore, Navarathri of Devi or Lord Rama's Dushera, these are connected to, down south Rameshwaram. That is the reason why it is a destination as a very holy among temples. Now let us proceed. This is about astrology, 9 planets. Each planet will be spoken about, a little bit of story, mythology, significations of that planet, and whom does the planet represent in our daily lives. So we get connected to the planets, Navagrahas, in our own unique, special way. Of course, we are not the ones who have invented these stories. This is a parampara. It has come from, it is supposed to have come from Lord Shiva, the Mahayogi himself, uh, shared to his wife all his knowledge, yogic knowledge, other things. She, in turn, has briefed about these things, spoken about these things to the Maharishis, and they in turn have imbibed and passed on to humankind, all these uh, rules of astrology. And Maharshi Parashara is the one who wrote the Hora Shastra. He is the father of astrology. Having said that, let us proceed for to know about the 9 planets. Astrology is a very interesting subject. It's not just about astrology. There is spirituality, philosophy, psychology, all combined together, and divine, of course. The more you study this subject, the less you feel you know about astrology. That is the beauty of this subject. Okay, so what do I do now? On this occasion, the first day, I shall share with you all some interesting stories about each of the 9 planets from Hindu mythology. Here are the 9 planets. They called Navagrahas, and let me reel out their Sanskrit and English names so that you get a hang of it. First, we will take, there are actually 7 planets which are visible and 2 shadowy planets which we will come to. That totals to 9. 7 planets plus 2 shadowy nodes, shadowy planets, they form the Navagrahas. First is Sun, who is also known by several names like Surya, Ravi, Aditya, Bhanu, Bhaskara, Kadir in Tamil actually. So, and then Moon. Moon is Chandra, Soma, Shashi. Mars. Mars is Mangala, Kuja, Angaraka, okay, Shavai in Tamil. And then Mercury, who is also known as Buddha, Rohinya, Somaya. Okay? And there are some stories why Rohinya, why Somaya. When we take up Mercury, we will come to know why he was also called as Somaya. And then Jupiter we have, who is the guru of Devas, Guru is also known as Brahaspati, and in Tamil, Vyaran. It is he is called Vyaran, and we have Venus next, who is also Shukra. He is Shukracharya, Shukran. These are the names for Venus. Saturn is Shani, the most heard and feared in the world of astrology, human beings who believe in astrology. Shani, okay, they just have a fear of that planet. We will come to know why. And he is called Shani and Shaneshchara. Okay? And there is these are seven planets which we can see, we can make out in the space at times when they are nearer to the earth almost. Now there are two more shadowy planets called Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is the north node of the moon and also known as dragon's head. Ketu is the south node of moon, also known as the dragon's tail. There is a mythology story again about these two, how they became head and tail. One person, Swarabhanu, his head was cut and the head separated from the body. So the head became Rahu, the tail became, the torso became Ketu. Therefore, both are one and the same, but they separated from each other. The head was separated from the body. Therefore, they are called as north node of the moon, dragon's head, and Ketu is called south node of the moon, dragon's tail. On the first day of Navarathri, I dedicate this session to focus on sun god and his significations, or what we call as Karaka in astrology. First of all, let me chant a shloka in praise of the sun god. Japa kusuma samkashyam काश्यपेयं महाद्युतिं तमो हरिं सर्वपापघ्नं प्रणतोस्मि दिवाकरम्. What does this chant mean? The one who is red in color, like that of the hibiscus flower, who is born in the Kashyapa lineage, he is the brightest one. He is the remover of darkness, the destroyer of sins. Lord Divakara, I pray and seek your blessings. So let's hear some interesting story about each of the Navagrahas and what the Puranas have to say about them. Now we are going to go into some small detail about the sun. Sun was born to sage Rishi Kashyapa or Kashyapa and Aditi. He is a luminary. What does luminary mean? Shining, the one who shines. A source of light for earth, produces light all by himself and shares it generously without any kind of barriers. This is one thing which is very great about sun. He doesn't say, okay, I will not share my uh, light with anybody. No, he just shines and gives light, sun rays, sunlight to everybody. Take it, it is yours. That is the kind of planet he is. Therefore, he is called the king. This requires a lot of generosity to share. Therefore, uh, therefore, he is also known as the king among planets. He shines, he lights up our world, and he is also the characteristics of sun is that he is a great disciplinarian. He loves discipline, very punctual with time. Why do we have to say this? Yes, come rain, shine, clouds may cover him, cover the sun, cover the sunlight, but he will be there. He will be there. He shines. His duty and responsibility is to shine, no matter what. So he'll rise at the correct time, provided the seasons count. So here and there, a few minutes apart, the sunrise is almost, here or there. So the sun rises at a particular time. At the crack of dawn, the sun is there. Whether you are there or not, the sun will be there. He will be present. Yes, sir, I am present. And he will set in the west. He rises in the east and he sets in the west. And at sunset. So these are the two things that are so routine. Never a day when he'll say, no, no, I want to apply for leave, I will not come. No, no way. He will be there. That is the reason why he is called a disciplinarian. Discipline is the hallmark of sun, the planet. He is also an authoritarian. Naturally, if you have so much of, so much to give, you are powerful. So the authority will come on its own, you know. He is an authority figure, like a father. Why do we say father? We have seen our fathers being strict and enforcing discipline in the family, especially among children, his own children. He will say, no, you can't go to play after dark. You must be back home. There is a set of rules that we have to follow when we are children, of course. So he is the person, he is a provider, he is a protector. He brings food to the table. He provides us with education. He does everything possible so that our childhood we get what is necessary for us to become the individuals who can in turn take responsibilities on our own and lead our lives. So the father is that important in a family. A father is keen to mold his child such that his child becomes something in life, makes something out of his life. Discipline is installed in us by our fathers. Mother is affectionate. You can do anything you want with your mother, play around, fool her, not with father. Father is strict about certain things, at least in our growing years during our childhood. He works and he respect. He expects respect from us because he does all he can for us to grow up into responsible individuals. Sun gods trait are honor, power, royal, he is king after all, generosity, sharing, and gives life and spreads his light equally among all creatures on earth. This is the beauty of sun god. Now, this is the reason why uh, a sect, a particular sect among humans, we pray to sun god. Gayatri is sung to appease the sun god since ages by a set of people. I wouldn't like to name them. It is sufficient to just mention that they are a set of people. Gayatri is considered the most sacred among the worship in the Vedas and is chanted at sunrise by every devout devotee of the sun by performing the Surya Namaskar and chanting of the Gayatri. Gayatri is chanted thrice during the day. Once at the crack of dawn before sunrise, midday, and dusk at sunset. These are the three times a Gayatri should be chanted. Yes. Gayatri Mantra, what is it? It is a short verse which is supposed to exert magical powers to enlighten our understandings if we meditate upon this sacred mantra. It's a tongue twister, it cleans your pronunciation. This is what is um, put forth and made to chant by human beings, by a particular sect of people. This Gayatri Mantra is also considered the mother of Vedas, by the chanting of which a man is saved from many perils of his of life. Now we should uh, know something more about Sun God. In the Vishnu Purana, it mentions Vivaswant. Vivaswant is another name for sun, Surya. The Surya is married to Sanjana, Sangna, also known by different names as Saranya, Sangya, Saranyu. This Sanjana is the daughter of Vishwakarma, the architect of the universe. So she is a very comes from a very nice family lineage. Sanjana has married sun god, and she has borne him three children. Who are all the three children born by Sanjana through sun god? Yamadharmaraja, Manu, and Yamuna, the river goddess. These are the three children born to sun through Sanjana. By and by, after some time, Sanjana feels so oppressed with with his brightness and glory, brilliance, that she feels, the heat she can't withstand, and she feels like leaving him and going somewhere else, being separated from him. So, but being a pious lady coming from a very cultured family, a nice lineage, she also feels that am I doing the right thing? As a dutiful wife, I must be concerned about not neglecting my daily duties to my Lord and husband, the sun god. So she thinks of a plan, and before she could go on her journey to meditate into the forest, she arranges with Chaya. Who is Chaya? She looks at her shadow and she says, okay, she's part of me. Therefore, I will give, pour life into her, make her my own, look-alike, and ask her to carry on my duties in my place as a proxy. Therefore, she makes Chaya and extracts a promise from Chaya that you will not reveal our little secret to our husband, the sun god. You will be performing all the duties that I used to do for him. So she says, okay, you can leave and I will take care of your duties in your place. Now, sun god has other children from Chaya also. One among them is Saturn, Shanishchara, considered to be the most powerful among the planets, who controls our destiny, our profession, job, career, which we will talk on the seventh day, as Shani is the seventh planet among the Navagrahas. Therefore, so mythology has it that one day um, Shani and Yama are playing, and there is a fight. They are children, so they will be, physical with the fight. And Shani complains. Therefore, Chaya gets very angry. Now Yama is a stepson, I mean, she's stepmother to Yama. Therefore, she curses Yama Dharmaraja in the presence of, while sun is watching. She curses, and the curse takes effect. Then sun says, "This is very unusual." Why unusual? It is believed that if a mother curses her own children or child, it will not have any ill effects. It won't turn bad. It is just that she's a mother and she's tired, she's frustrated, she's angry, therefore she will scold her children. And even if she curses in the worst, with the worst possible, thing, uh, it won't affect the child because it's her own child. Therefore, it won't have any adverse effect. That is the right word. But when sun is watching Yama suffer, going through the ill effects of this lady's curse, he has a doubt. He asks, "Who are you? You cannot be my son's mother, definitely." Then she tells the truth that I am I was made to serve you, and therefore. So sun god discovers very late in his life that Chaya is not Sanjana. Okay, so then there is a lot of disturbance in the heavens. Therefore, father-in-law Vishwakarma, who is Sanjana's father, he comes to rescue his daughter and wants to save his daughter. The daughter says, "Father, I can't live with this man because it's too bright, too hot. I can't be near him. I've served him enough." So he says, "Don't worry, my dear daughter. I will do something to reduce his brightness so that you can still go and live with him as his dutiful wife." Therefore, he takes the sun and starts grinding it on a stone, upon a stone, to reduce his brightness and heat. Therefore, the sun is ground, like we, do the gold thing, testing the gold, whether it is. You rub it against a stone. The same thing Vishwakarma has done to sun god also. Those ground parts, they just came out, and Vishwakarma didn't allow it to go waste. And that waste got converted into the powerful Sudarshana Chakra, which is the discus of Lord Vishnu, the Trisula of Lord Shiva, the veil, spear, spear, lance of Lord Kartikeya, Murugan, Subramanian. So these are his names. He is the god of war. He is Mars, actually. The planet is Mars. And also some weapons uh, came out and they were given to Kubera, the god of wealth and riches, like the Gada mace and Shibika, the club. So, to sum it all, Sun had many sons from his wives, Sanjana and Chaya, and uh, Karna also was born out of Sun to Kunti, the mother of Pandava princess. She is a princess herself, and she gave birth to Karna. And the mythology has it that he is the son of sun god, son of sun god. So for today, we will wind up with this information about sun god. I hope I continue with these series about Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. May all the Navagrahas bless us. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you. Om Shanti.